Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is actually the house of politics. It's now official that Raila Amolo Odinga has been endorsed to go for the top seat at the AU. But what will it take for Raila Amolo Odinga to become successful and finally be the chair of AU? That is actually what I want us to discuss about today. But before I dive deeper to that conversation, I could request you kindly to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have already subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always hit the notification bell so that you give YouTube a permission to notify you whenever we come up with any political content. Now, let us dive into the topic. What it will take for Raila Amolo Odinga to become successful in the AU and finally becomes the chair of the top seat at the AU Commission. There are various things that Raila Amolo Odinga must be able to do so that he can be successful at the end. And from our nation, Kenya, there is something which I expect, and there are people I want to work hand in hand with Raila Amolo Odinga. And those individuals, they include our President, William Samoei Ruto. Another person who I expect to work hand in hand with Raila Amolo Odinga is our former President, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And why I expect Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to work hand in hand with Raila Amolo Odinga. Remember, our former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is a person who is quite respected in Africa. He worked for this nation for 10 years as a president. And that means he has friends across the continent. And more so, I always feel that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is the only person who can convince East Africa presidents to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. Because in the entire East Africa, it seems that every president actually is a friend to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. If we start with Samia Suluhu, who is the president of Tanzania, where Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta actually went yesterday, Samia Suluhu and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta are good friends, unlike the friendship between Samia and William Samoei Ruto. Then if we go to Uganda, you will find that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is a good friend to the president of Uganda, Kaguta Museveni. These two people, they actually do things together. Even they do business together. So it could be very easy for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to convince Kaguta Museveni to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. And also, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is in good term with Paul Kagame. And because of that relationship with Paul Kagame of Rwanda, it means that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta can actually convince Paul Kagame to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. So, the presence or the involvement of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta for Raila Amolo Odinga's success is quite important. And that's why I tell people that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is very important for Raila Amolo Odinga to succeed at the AU. Another person who I feel that he must be involved to make sure that Raila Amolo Odinga takes up that seat at the AU is Musalia Mudavadi. Musalia Mudavadi is the CS of what we call is like the Prime Minister of Kenya, because he is the Cabinet Secretary of Foreign Affairs. And because Musalia Mudavadi is the one who handles foreign affairs, then it is Musalia who should be moving from country to country to convince other presidents within every country in Africa why they should vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. And lastly, the first person I said is quite important is William Samoei Ruto. Because William Samoei Ruto is a person who had endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga. And if William Samoei Ruto could actually take a phone and call any president of any country in Africa, he can be able to convince that president that why he should vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. So William Samoei Ruto in the channel of Raila Amolo Odinga to AU is quite important. Another thing that must be done for Raila Amolo Odinga to be successful in his journey to AU chairmanship is that East Africa as a community must work together and must not endorse any other person. Because if there will be another person who will be endorsed, that will bring a big circus to Raila Amolo Odinga journey to AU. Because people have been saying that Jakaya Kikwete might be endorsed to challenge Raila Amolo Odinga. But I feel that if that happens, then Raila Amolo Odinga might not be the AU chairman. And that's why the East Africa community must come together and speak in one voice, and must make sure that they should not endorse another person, and more so a person of higher rank than Raila Amolo Odinga. For example, the way I've said, if Jakaya Kikwete can be endorsed, then you will find that Jakaya Kikwete is actually a former president who already has rubbed shoulders with other presidents within Africa. And that will actually bring a big challenge to Raila Amolo Odinga success at the AU. So in East Africa, as a community, they must make sure that it is only Raila Amolo Odinga who will be fronted to the AU. Another thing that it must be done so that Raila Amolo Odinga will be successful is that Raila himself must now know that he must lobby across the continent. He must meet every president within Africa and request that president to vote for him. And if Raila will actually go across the continent and do that, that could show how serious Raila Amolo Odinga is and how he is working hard to get that chair. And that will contribute immensely for him to become successful and finally becomes the chair of the AU. So that is what I think it will take for Raila Amolo Odinga to be the chair of AU. What do you think should be done in your own way of thinking that will make sure that Raila Amolo Odinga becomes successful in this bid of becoming the AU chair? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to pump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video thumbs up. Share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always remember to smash the bell button. Because by smashing the bell button, you give YouTube a leeway so that it can notify you whenever we come up with any political content into YouTube. And lastly, I cannot forget those who have actually put their effort to inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And this, I mean, those who have subscribed to our YouTube channel. And I say to them that may God bless you abundantly. Keep watching, keep liking, keep sharing, and then you will make this YouTube to grow together. And with that, I say thank you and may God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political conversation. Goodbye.